Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is this makeup look that I've created on my favorite model, Jazz. And I think this look just turned out amazing. The jewelries and the outfit is by Ash Creations. They are located in Brampton, Ontario. And they have collaborated with me for this exciting video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dig right into the makeup tutorial. Like always, I like to apply some moisturizer or primer, and for that I've used my Hourglass primer by Hourglass. Oh my gosh. I believe it's called a Luminous Veil Primer, and this is a beautiful primer. It works with pretty much all skin types and skin tones. So today's makeup is going to be slightly different. I'm going to be doing a reverse highlight and contour style of look. So I'm obviously going with my Kryolan pan stick. This comes in a palette. I've used a lighter shade as always on the highlighted areas of her face, and then I went on and used a darker shade to contour the perimeters of her face. And like I said, I'm using a darker tone to contour her face. Now I'm going to blend that all into her skin. It's going to look a little scary for sure because it is a reverse highlight and contour, so it's not going to be the same. And you just have to make sure you blend it carefully. It's not going to blend into the skin color because it is not the base foundation. We're going to apply the base foundation a little later, but you just have to make sure you blend it really well. The reason why I kind of like this reverse technique, especially on clients that does not like a harsh contour and stuff, because this does not give a harsh contour. That's the main reason why I like it, because it looks a lot more blended and it looks very subtle and it actually perfectly matches the skin tone. And this technique also does not oxidize. I know there's an oxidization problem that a lot of clients face, so this technique in my opinion does not oxidize, and even if it does, it's not to a point where it starts looking gray or dark or anything like that. It stays really close to the skin tone. Now to apply foundation, I've used my MAC Face Body foundation in NC42, and I've put that into my airbrush, and now I'm applying it carefully all over her face. Now as you can see, once I've blended the highlight and contour out, and now once I'm almost done with application of the foundation, by the help of my airbrush, you can see the skin tone sets in really beautifully. Now to set all of that, I'm using a translucent powder. For that, I'm using my Kryolan translucent powder. This is actually one of my favorite powders as it absorbs any kind of sweat or even tears, because one time one of my clients actually cried, and she cried in front of me. I don't know why, but I think she was emotional, and I was like worried if the powder may be able to hold all of that tears, and fortunately enough, it actually did an amazing job. So ever since, I've been a big fan of Kryolan. Now to set all of that also, I'm using a NC42 MAC Studio Fix powder to sort of blend everything into the face. Now to use a bronzer to kind of give it a little bit of the color to the face, I've used my Give Me Sun by MAC Cosmetics. For blush, I'm using Rose d'Oro by Milani Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite blush because it is very like copperish tone, and it suits almost every brown skin tone, starting from NC35 all the way to NC45. Now for highlighter, I've used my Saliha Beauty highlighter. This is in the Hollywood Gold, I believe, but I will double check and put the name down below on the description box for you guys to have a look. This is actually one of my favorite highlighters of her because the color combination is perfect for our skin tone. And by our skin tone, I mean my skin tone and the people around my skin tone, which is like NC40 to NC42, 44, 45. These are the ones. Now I'm going to work on her eyes. Now, of course, I actually had to use a liquid lipstick by Follicule. Focallure, and I've applied that all over the lid, and I'm just blending it out. For some reason I cannot pronounce that name. Focallure, I always call it like follicule. Oh my gosh, I always mix the C and the L all the time. It's so frustrating. But yes, it is Focallure. I love it. I love their products, to be honest, and I am going to be using their eyeshadow palettes for this particular look. So now that it's all blended, I'm going to now use a highlighter color, and I'm now going to blend it out completely, the brow bones. And for that, I'm actually using my NYX Cosmetics palette. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I will definitely put it down below in the description box so you guys to have a look. This is the palette where they have like a shimmer, then they have more like a foiled and then matte eyeshadow palette all in one, and I think these are like a bunch of like peachy tones and the pink tones all together. Now I obviously wanted to give it a more of a smoky eye look, and that's why I started applying that dark eyeshadow on the bottom of the lid, and then I blended outwards. Now I'm just taking this color by MAC, which is like black eyeshadow, and I just created a eyeliner look that is more like smudged out and stuff. There's no eyeliner going to be used for this makeup look, so it's all good. I'm not using any black eyeliner. I just carefully placed the lashes on top of her actual lashes, and I've already put my mascara in it before putting these lashes. I'm just topping up with more eyeshadow in black, so all of that glues that is holding that eyelashes is all covered. Now taking the same color, I'm going to also line her under eyes, not on the waterline. On the waterline, I've used a nude eyeshadow pencil. Sorry, eyeliner pencil. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? Eyeliner pencil. And for the brows, she already has a very thick brow. I'm just filling the top of the arch of the brow and the inner corners, and I'm just brushing it out. For the lips, I've used two different colors. The first one I'm using is by Inglot. This is one of their JLo collection. I believe it's called Hibiscus, but I'm gonna double check it for you guys. And the next one I'm applying is Nikki's Nude by MAC Cosmetics. This is one of their limited editions, so I'm not sure if you can find them at the stores. But the two color combination was just beautiful and perfect. Now, I obviously sprayed some makeup setting spray to make sure everything's set together, and I'm just applying a little more highlighter on the Cupid's bow and on her collarbones. Once it's done, this basically sums up the entire look for this makeup look, and I hope you guys like the way it has turned out. It's very simple, it's subtle, and the berry smoky eyes looks perfect with her pink outfit. I didn't want to make it more like glittery and silvery, so I wanted to go with a very smoky eyes, just like the way Pink Orchid Studio always does. If you guys don't know who Pink Orchid Studio is, check them out on Instagram. They have a big fan following and they're amazing at what they do, and I was super inspired by them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also follow me on my Instagram at MakeupbyAzmeree for more updates. Thank you so much for watching again. Hope to see you next time on my next video. Till then, take care.